Right, today I'm talking about hay fever hacks because I've got really bad hay fever, and the last thing you want when it's happening is to ruin your makeup and to carry on sneezing, yada yada yada. It got that bad once that I had to have an operation to have the insides of my nose lasered because um, when you keep sneezing, you got these little balls inside about here. Got these little balls like that, they're like semicircles, right? They swell out, and when they swell out, there's only like a little airway for the air to get through, and it agitates it even more. So then you're sneezing more, and then it's just ridiculous. I was sneezing about 30 times a night, which is horrible. So after I had my operation, they said, you need to start syringing your nose. I'm like, what? And what it is, it's getting water into your nose and down. So not up that way, in and down, okay? And so this is what's good for it, right? You get them in the medicine, kids' medicines things, and especially Calpol. You'll either come like that, or it will come like this. Either way is good. I suppose this has more precision, but whatever. So just get warm water in it. Don't do cold, it's going to agitate you. Don't do hot, you're just going to burn yourself. So just warm, yeah? And then you're going to put it in and down. Okay, so when you're in, down, right? Squeeze it slowly. If you do it fast, you're going to drown yourself, right? So you do it slowly. Do it to halfway point, yeah? And you can feel it go to the back of your throat. Just put your tongue up so you don't go any further, okay? And then go that. And let it come out. Then do the other nostril the same way. Up, in, down. Yeah? That's going to clear out your nose. So I do it every morning, even when it's not summer. I'll do it every morning, and it stops me sneezing. It stops me having to blow my nose, which is going to cause swelling inside, which is going to make things worse, okay? And it completely clears out your nose because it's water. So it's going to do better than anything. And it gets right at the back to do it, where things can be stuck, like pollen and whatever, dust. Yeah, over summer, sometimes, the pollen's that bad that it will affect you in the night too. So before bed, you can do it again. So that's that. Stay there. More. That's that. With your eyes, right? I don't wash my eyes every day. I just say that, but I just put a bit of water on my finger, and I let the teardrop of the water go into my tear duct. And once it's in the tear duct, it spreads around the eye immediately, and then I immediately get some tissue and just dab the tear duct, and perhaps around this little bit here, if it hasn't all gone back into the tear duct. And one, you're awake, so do this with cold water, yeah? So while your eyes refreshed and you're awake, but two, if there's any pollen or anything that's aggravating your eye, it's out then. And I mean, you can do it with this. I've never tried it with this. You can get a little dot, but I trust my finger because it's nice and slow. It's nice and slow. So you got the water on it, and the teardrop is nice and slow. Just place it there, right? Yeah, so at least there's no chemicals there or anything. It's literally just water, and I do that. Also, throughout the day, let's just say, yeah, I've done my makeup now. We don't have to keep rubbing our eyes, all the tears streaming, yada, yada, yada. So what I would do is, if it's aggravating me, I will go to the nearest tap, get my little teardrop. Now, what to do is, right, get your other hand with the tissue ready. So you've got, let me get some tissue here. I always carry tissue around with me for this very moment. Anyone sees me out and about, you'll see me with a tissue, right? So you get the tissue ready. Yeah, so that'll be ready in your other hand. So you'd put the teardrop in and straight away, because then it's not going to touch your makeup or anything, but you're solving the problem. And I carry that tissue around just so, like, if my eyes are watering throughout the day, I think, yo, this is going to wreck my makeup. No, I ain't spent that long for it to be wrecked. So yeah, I'd get the tissue and just dab, 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 or dab, dab, dab here if I need to, or just here. Yeah, sound. Also, I have a nap in the afternoon when I get a chance. So sometimes your eyes water when you've, woke up from a nap or whatever, or in between a nap, don't know, whatever. If I feel it, I just dab the tissue there. And I wake up and I still look like this. No, seriously, the makeup don't move. I still look like this. It's awesome. If you want to know how the makeup stays there, look at my other videos on YouTube. Okay, so that's that. Also, you can use the eye drops, but you don't really need to with the water. But if you're going to use the eye drops, yeah, or you're going to empty out an eye drop container and make sure you swill it out and that, and then put water in it to use it that way instead of the teardrop. If you're going to use an eye drop thing, let me just get one to show you what I mean. Yeah, when my kid had conjunctivitis, I had this. So what you would do is, obviously I'm not going to take the lid off, but instead of going like that, I mean, it's the scariest thing in the world trying to do that. I mean, I've got an eye phobia, that's ridiculous. And for a kid as well, if you're trying to do eye drops for a kid and you're doing that, they're terrified, it's horrible. So what you do is, hold on, let me place this somewhere, hold on. Right, that's better, now I've got my two hands. Right, what you would do is, pull this down, tell them to look up, and just place it there, just in the lid. Because once it hits any part of in that lid, it spreads across the eye. It does everything it would have done if you went like that, except for it's not hurting because the drop ain't gone just gadoosh. Yeah, it just feels like a tear. So that's the thing to do with your hay fever one, or if your kid's got conjunctivitis or needs eye drops for any reason, that's the way to do it, because any other way is just going to be horrible for them. Also, to stop the sneezing, just put that in back in the fridge. To stop the sneezing, right? Vaseline. Now, people make the mistake of putting the Vaseline here. One, what's it doing? You're still getting your nose. And two, you're ruining your makeup, because Vaseline is it takes off makeup. No. So what you do is get a cotton bud thing, the stick with the, I don't know what you call them, Q-tip, whatever. The pointy ones are better, but the round ones are just as good. Put a bit of Vaseline on there, yeah, and you need to go on the inner parts of your nose, just around that bit, not in, just the inner parts here. Light layer, because if it's thick, one, it looks disgusting, and if it's thick, you're just blocking it and holding it there. And if you hold it there, you're sniffing it in more, whatever it's, whatever pollen's sticking on it. Just a thin layer at the entrance of the nose, and it will catch most of the pollen. What you need to do is carry a few Q-tips around, carry a bit of Q-tips around with you in the day, and some Vaseline with you, because you'll need to throughout the day. Just take that off, the Vaseline, and reapply it. Because obviously if pollen's getting stuck to it, to stop it going up your nose, then you're going to be sniffing that back in if it's in too long. You need to get rid of what it's got stuck to it and then put a fresh layer. Okay? I would say if you're not wearing any makeup, and no eye makeup as well, like no mascara, I'd say you can put Vaseline on the tips of your lashes, right? One, it'll make it look long, and two, that will keep the pollen out of your eyes. But do not put it all the way. Like, don't start putting Vaseline here, because what will happen is once it starts melting, it's going to go right to the pore bit here, and it will block it up. And once you start blocking up your pore, you start getting these little lumps on your lid. And they're aggravating. It feels like there's an eyelash in your eye and you can't get rid of them for days. And, you don't want to feel like you've got an eyelash in your eye forever. If that does happen at any point, because, you can get your pores blocked at any point, you get a warm flannel, with warm water, wring it out, and just every day and night, just spend time on really massaging, like pressing down on the lid with the flannel and wiping across the lash line. And within a day or so, that lump will start getting smaller and disappear, because that's unclogging the pores. And obviously, put the water in your eye of the day and of the night as well, and that will help keep it clean. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Okay, so medication-wise, Pound Shop, Aldi, Boots, Superdrug, wherever, you can get hay fever tablets. And they're usually about 15 to 20 milligrams for your standard, right? But if it gets too much where those hay fever ones are not touching you, then you can go to the doctors and get, I had to for a time before I started doing all this, fexofenadine. And that's strong. I think that's 100 milligrams. That's strong. It don't make you drowsy or anything, but it stops any sneezing, eye watering, yada, yada, yada. So that helps as well. But also, with my makeup, right, I'll take, no, this is bad, I know. I take all the skin makeup off of the night time, but I leave on the mascara and the eyeliner, right? I'll do that every second day, refresh it, but I can't be asked, I'll just be honest. So to keep that fresh and stop my eyes stinging, whatever, I again just do the water thing, and it stays fresh for the next day because my eye doesn't have to cry, my eye doesn't have to be rubbed. So I wake up and the eyeliner's like this. So then I'll just do my makeup around it. So, you know, you don't have to be dragging your eye about, taking your eye makeup off every day. You don't need to do that. Obviously, there's the argument of if you keep your mascara on, then, you know, it's bad for your eye underneath, and it probably is. But so far, I'm okay. Yeah, because I do the good skincare, which is also in my video, about the cleansing, moisturising, etc. Because I do that, I'm okay in that department. It's not too bad yet. Obviously, it could be better if I did that, but who's got time? Who's got time to do everything perfect? Nobody. So I'm just thinking, is there anything else I need to tell you about hay fever that will help? I think that about covers it, other than try not to keep blowing your nose, right? If you need to blow your nose, if it's very like bunged up, blow it once and then do the water thing, because that will ensure that it don't get blocked. Because sometimes it feels that it's still blocked, but it's not. It's because them little balls in your nose have swelled up and the airways, obviously it's cutting off the airways and it's making it feel like it's blocked up when really it's not. And you blowing it's just making it worse. Yeah? Where the water will just like cleanse it and then the balls start going slightly less swollen. Yeah, so just remember that, because that one's important. And the last thing you want is a red nose with bloody loads of dead skin and everything. If you get the dead skin, the best thing to do is try and exfoliate it, and of the night time, and on the night put on some Vaseline, because it will repair the skin for the next day, so you can put makeup on it. Don't just think moisturiser is going to save you. It's not. You need to get rid of that dead skin, and then you need to put the Vaseline on. If like you've got to go out, you know, I ain't got time to like exfoliate again, and there's all dead skin around my nose, Vaseline, because it's just going to hide the problem and try and fix the skin before you need to do it properly. There's also like a rough flannel you can use if you haven't got an exfoliator. You just wet the rough flannel, that's it, and do that, and it will get rid of all the dead skin. But remember to moisturise after, so that, you know, it doesn't turn into dry skin. Okay, so that's it. Bye! Oh, actually, don't forget to like and subscribe on my YouTube, and look at my other videos as well, and my daughter's other videos, because they're good. Okay, bye.